Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a Centurion I. Now, extremely important thing to say, yes, this vehicle is not the finest tank in the world of tanks, and probably not too many people care about it, but we need to test this vehicle out, how this tank is behaving nowadays in the world of tanks since it just got buffed. Yes, you hear that, right? With a 1.20 patch, live, this tank received buff. Let's see what kind of buff this vehicle received. So everything is the same apart dispersion whenever you are moving and turning pretty much, right? So all and all, will this tank become absolutely powerhouse and amazing vehicle? No, I don't really think this change will change that much for this vehicle, because as you can see, the tank was rated into the 1 star or closer to the pretty much being horrible, right? We will give it a go, we will check it out, how is it behaving, is it a decent tank, it's not so decent tank, we will try to dig deeper and we will think in the end of this video, does this tank deserve better rating or not so much? The main problem of this vehicle, in my humble opinion, is not the gun. The main problem is platform. It is just simply made out of paper. That is the worst thing ever, right? And whenever tank is made out of paper, whenever you have average gun, whenever you are average at pretty much everything, this is where we are starting to ask questions, right? And this is what this vehicle is all about. Anyways, let's not think we are going to have a bad session. Let's look at this vehicle with a big smile on our face and we will make it work. Let's go. Okay, so the very first game which we have is in Himmelsdorf, fellas. Okay, let's see what we can do. So first things first. We are fighting against the tier 8s, right? So we should feel relatively like fish in the water. Well, apart one thing, this tank is not that great as a vehicle, right, itself. One more highlight, I will highlight this every single time from now on whenever I am doing a YouTube video. I am using reticle mode. Yes, my reticle is looking smaller than default reticle and it is showing exactly where my shells are flying. My shells can fly all over the reticle, but not outside, right? Although it's looking smaller. Anyways, keep this in mind. I think this is only fair thing if I am going to highlight this. And in the same time, if you want to get it for yourself, right? Just simply check out the description down below. When we have this out of the way, let's try to punish enemies who are going to be greedy. First greedy mother trucker is Borat. Oi, he met Baza. Well, Borat not so powerful anymore, huh? Ay. Okay, well, I have a feeling Borat changed his mind and he doesn't feel as great as he used to feel before. Now, what we want to do, we want to be greedy. Skill, why would you want to be greedy? The thing is, our guys are beating the living crap out of the hill. I can promise you that. Looking at all of this, our guys are showing the dominance there. So what we want to do? We want to get involved in this situation, because if we won't, it's going to be game over. And as you can see, our goal is to show some love in banana. And fellas, I love bananas, okay? That's all I can say. I truly love bananas. Okay, beautiful, very, very nice. Look what kind of crossfire we have made. And luckily for us, ooh, enemies started paying attention at us. That is not so lucky, but we are feeling relatively all right. Now, we want to simply stay hold down to the best of our abilities, right? That's all we want to do over there. And we will try to go for some blind shots as well, because there is a Shrek sitting around this area. Aha, Mr. Shrek, not enjoying yourself anymore. Very nice. Good, Shrek. Good. You see, it was quite easy to predict where he is going to sit at, and if we can predict where he is sitting, we can obviously hit him in the blind shot. It still looks like this tank is far away from being accurate, okay? I really want to highlight this. I mean, whenever I am looking into all of this, it doesn't look like my shells are flying where I am aiming to. Maybe it's only me, but it truly doesn't look like it would be that accurate. Now, speaking about the standard ammunition, 1000 shell velocity, it's not horrible, but it's far away from being epic, and now if we are loading gold, it's closer to 1.3 thousand, right? So it is a bit better, but still, I don't know. On the paper, accuracy of this vehicle currently is 0.27 if I'm not mistaken, but it doesn't look like it to me, okay? And I think it is very, very important thing to highlight if it doesn't feel that great, right? And once again, for me, this tank always was, I mean, it's not even average. The tank was just, meh. You know, that's why this vehicle is sitting in the bad tier list or horrible tier list, speaking about the I am aiming badly. Speaking about overall rating, right? The alpha damage is also pretty low. I really need to highlight this. The accuracy is average, especially whenever we are thinking what is the alpha damage of this vehicle, you know? It's just, there is a lot of things which are going against this tank, I would say. Beautiful. Very, very nice. He is trying to penetrate us into the turret. He is failing doing so. Beautiful. And we are trying to save this game by blocking anyone who can decap the base. Okay. Not bad, fellas. Not bad whatsoever. I am feeling pretty great here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, Skoda eliminated him from the game. Shrek is kind of down to one-shottable. Okay, let's be the Shrek. If we are going to be lucky, we are going to send him home from one shot. If obviously he is not going to react. Oh, he reacted. This is the main reason why he moved up front. Very, very smart bugger. Very smart bugger. And he reacted quicker than I did. Okay, I will take this game simply as a warm-up for myself, since I haven't played with this vehicle in probably years. I noticed in the index page the last video was in 2022, right? And that is okay. Let's take first game as a warming up after a hard day, right? I believe the second game is going to be more successful. So, all in all, we finished everything with 2.9 thousand damage and 700 assisting damage. What I really want to highlight, it doesn't feel like this tank is very, very accurate considering what is the accuracy on the paper. I just do not feel it. Yes, the bloom is not that bad, but I am still missing something. Considering you can play with some vehicles which has, let's say, 250 alpha damage or even 300, 360 alpha damage, right? Centurion nowadays is just feeling lackluster for me, right? And this is the biggest problem for me. Plus, platform itself is far away from being good. Luckily, we bounced quite a bit in this game, but overall, it's just... For me, it is just missing something, right? It is like a Primo Victoria overall, just without skin. From what I can remember, and once again, it's just... fellas. That's how I think about this tank. Anyways, it is okay. Let's see the first score. Even though we did not manage to win the game, I think overall the score for Centurion is very, very nice, and I need to be patient and I need to give a couple of goes for this tank, right? All in all, 3.1 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage, and score is great. I mean, think about this. We are playing with a Centurion after all, and keep this in mind, my crew is having pretty much 90% of the first skill, so it is alright, I guess. Okay. And we made a bit of the profits as well, which is very nice, although we should break even because we have battle payments on and we completed some sort of mission. Okay, that's fair. Let's go for round number 2. Let's go. Okay, for a second game, we are playing in Pilsen Standard Battle against the tier 10s. This is going to be a rough one. One more thing, fellas. Usually, I can tell you one thing, usually I'm trying to show you battles in row, right? But in this kind of situation, the previous game which you haven't seen, right? I played the game before this one, I got the new map. In the new map, I have no clue how to play it yet. I'm trying to learn it. So there is a chance whenever I'm doing the recording, you are not going to see the new map yet until I will learn how to play it properly. Because for me, it is quite an interesting map. As an example, in the previous game, every single person went into one side, like 15 tanks. I'm not even joking. And that worked out just fine. Absolutely madness, fellas. Absolutely madness. By the way, we are playing against the 279E. We are playing against 279E. What a game. Okay. Yeah, not ideal, fellas. Not ideal. I don't really think I would feel significantly better in this situation in any other tier 8 medium tank, to be fair with you. You just do not want to approach the 279E. It doesn't matter you are playing with a tier 9 or you are playing with a tier 8, or even if you are playing with a tier 10, you just do not want to fight that vehicle if you cannot penetrate him, right? And I can stick this 250 penetration in the deepest... well, you know what I was about to say, right? So here you go. Anyways, looks like 279E escaped. Good. He probably was afraid of our Centurion power, which is very, very good. So now we can continue our journey somehow. By the way, just to highlight the things, in this game, our gun is looking very good. I like how the gun is treating us so far. I know I should not say compliments to the gun, especially while we are still playing the game, because there is always a magical ear which is listening to us. If you are going to say, oh, the gun handling is treating you so well, the gun handling, amazing, amazing, suddenly the gun will start trolling you. At least this is what I noticed, so I zip it and we continue our journey. How about that? For now, we are relaxing. We are just searching for the enemies making bad decisions. This is the place to be. This is the position to play. I know it can sound weird and everything, but this is how we are going to be successful here. You cannot be too aggressive, especially with this tank. You cannot be too aggressive against the tier 10s, right? You need to treat this vehicle, I need to treat this vehicle as a bottom tier vibe, if I can say so. A placeholder, a filler, however you would call this vehicle, or as a matter of fact, most of the tier 8. So obviously there is some exceptions with the tanks which you can feel extremely successful, nevertheless the matchmaking, right? There is some of those, but not that many. Meanwhile, look at this beauty. I mean, us being smart and simply waiting here. Oh, look at the opportunities, fellas. From the place filler, we became the best player in the world of tanks. I mean, look at this beauty. Hello there, fellas. I hope you are enjoying yourself, and I hope you are having a blast. Okay, I have to go. See ya. I'm done. I have a feeling. I do not have a feeling. I'm still not spotted. Okay, listen. Until I am getting spotted, right? I don't need to panic that much. I can sit here and I can have a great time, but now great time is over, for real. Enough. Let's relocate. Mr. Udes came to us. Oh, my bananas, you... Sir, that is mean, okay? That is mean. I'm out. I do not want to have a conversation with you. My heart almost stopped. Fellas, I saw the tier 9 who is about to bully me. How I should feel like. And even though I spanked him first, I believe he cannot be upset about this, right? Oh, very, very good. Side shot into the tier 10, exactly what we want to see. And you know what? I can promise you that there is going to be one tier 10 who is going to be very upset with our play. He's called TVP. And oh boys, he's not going to be happy. By the way, we are going to look towards him, right? And we will try to play as good as we physically and possibly can. So far, the score is looking pretty good considering what kind of map we have. Luckily, we do not have paid actors either. So that is a good stuff, right? How we can be involved and how we can play smart. I cannot play aggressively. I do not see how I can simply play aggressively. I just cannot see this happening, okay? So I think we need to be passive. PvP. I am playing with him. I'm playing with his head, fellas. Now he's playing with me. And he's playing with my head. Okay, let's repair the tracks. Can we find a decent angle? No, he's escaping. Okay, fair enough. Now, what we might get and what we can expect from all of this. Object should get involved very, very soon, like so. I want to relocate to this dip. The main reason why I want to do that, I can semi-play hold down here, and in the same time I will have a bit different angles to spot the enemies. As an example, now we spotted this object, which is absolutely amazing, and this is good, right? Now, how we can get more involved into this by being passive? We are going to take the standard sniping bush. What we will get from the standard sniping bush? Whenever enemies will make pressure, and believe me, they will, we will start eliminating every single mother trucker who is going to be aggressive towards us, and they will have plenty of them. Meanwhile, object, can we have an angle? Cupola, pixel of cupola. Worth a try. Plus, you are missing every single shot you are not taking, so I do not see the point. Why wouldn't I? I really doubt he is thinking about capping the base. I don't really think this is the first thing what is happening in his head. What we are going to see this TVP charging in front like crazy mother trucker, and Grille and TVP and Grille and TVP, Grille and TVP. Aye? Ooh, I'm spotted. Sir, have mercy on my soul. I'm a tier 8. That is just simply mean, okay, fellas? Look. We have this score only for one particular reason, because enemies made pressure through the middle of the field and they actually fed us. If we would not have this situation, our score would be 1000 or so, right? So we can consider ourselves lucky. And why am I highlighting this? I'm highlighting this because this tank is not as good as we are making it to look like. First game, we did 3000 raw damage. Second game, which you are seeing, we did 2,600 damage. The previous game, you haven't seen it because I just simply do not know how to play the new map yet. It is absolutely madness how lucky we are getting. And looking into the score, we are second by experience and we are third by the damage. So yeah, absolutely madness. All in all, I am feeling happy. Come on, Centurion, keep it up. Make daddy proud. Okay, I have an idea. For a third game, we are playing in the Pearl River Standard Battle. We are going to go into the heavy flank. Yes, we will meet Phase 1. Yes, we will meet E75. Yes, we will meet big boys. The main reason why am I doing so is I want to simply punish them for a very first hits. Right after that, we will try to relocate from there. Without even thinking, I am instantly loading the gold ammunition, right? So at least we are going to have some sort of penetration. Instead of 220, we will boost our penetration up to 260 or close to that, right? This should be alright. And hopefully we can get some early damage without sacrificing too much or any of our hit points. Now, the armor can work whenever you are playing hold down, but we are speaking about the proper hold down level. Although it works till the level you are meeting the guy with a full hits, right? If you are meeting the guy with a full hits, you have a problem. So in this situation, if we are paying attention at the matchmaking, and believe me, I am paying attention into matchmaking, excuse me, sir. If we are paying attention to matchmaking, we can see Phase 1. What is the Phase 1? Phase 1 is extremely powerful tank, fellas. Keep this in mind, he truly is. Especially if he is willing to load the hits. Oh boys, oh boys. Okay, do I want to be greedy? Do I want to be greedy? We track a chieftain and they are running away. Okay, that's it. We are done with this side. There is nothing for us to do anymore over there. Enemies decide to play relatively safe. E75 is not getting involved. Phase 1 is running like crazy mother trucker. Same goes for enemy chieftain as well. No, not the powerful chieftain, the bad chieftain. So, not much what we can change about this. I truly think I should keep my APCRs on, because what we should expect in this situation is the face and the chieftain in this area, right? So let's see. Do we have him here, them on the corner or not so much? No, chieftain, how are you doing? Yeah, I was about to say, in the previous game, gun treated us better, and indeed it did. And now, once again, the gun is missing the Chieftain Cupola. Fellas, just to let you know, Chieftain Cupola is the size of the moon, okay? It's not so small. You can even see that from the Earth. So, yeah, quite a journey if you would ask me. It's okay. By the way, he's just as bad tank as we are. So, you know, we met each other and we are trying to figure out who is getting the first place of being the worst British medium tank. Or maybe it goes for 4202. Who knows, fellas? Who knows? Okay. Double penetrator, how are you doing? Let's see what we can do for this guy. I missed, he missed, both of us just shit our pants. Let's try to hit the double penetrator. Double penetrator is out. Absolutely glorious and gorgeous and amazing. Good, good, good. And now we are going to get involved with this chieftain is not going to survive for a long time. I'm just telling you this straight. Good, very, very nice. He is in humongous crossfire. Unfortunate for him, but he's going back to the garage instantly. Hip hip hooray. And our team is winning this game. Yeah, this is more like it. This is what I would expect from the tank of this caliber, right? Working a lot just to get couple of shots of damage. This is more realistic Centurion I experience whenever you are playing with this tank. Also, one more thing which I forgot to do is to show how expectations changed on this vehicle whenever tank got buffed. Maybe more people started playing with Centurion, who knows. But I'm curious, did it raise it a lot speaking about Mark of Excellence followers, or did it stay on the same? Right? We need to check it out of curiosity. Undoubtedly, obviously, the gun handling is tiny touch better than it was before. Is it up to the 4 stars at this point? Well, this is the question which I do not have answer yet, right? I can tell you one thing. I'm not planning to make this tank better than 1 star. The main reason being is it's just simply not worth it, you know? As an example, Udes 14.5, he's having better alpha damage, he has more likely better accuracy, and he is just better tank, you know? Why would I rate this tank anything better than 1 star? Because it's untrustable, you know? And if you cannot trust tank armor, if you cannot trust the tank gun, the tank is just... And it's not even that quick, you know? Nothing changed to this vehicle. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to say that in a very, very polite way, you know? So yeah, if you do not have wings, unfortunately you can't fly, unless you have pilot license. So here you go. That's what we have. 1.4 thousand damage and 108 assisting damage. Now, hear me out. This is not a great game, but let's talk about this. We went into the heavy line, we played aggressively, right? It got 1 shot. 1 shot from the heavy line. Then we played with a chieftain. Both of us were afraid, and then we just simply pushed in front because we noticed the enemy team is pretty much losing the game. Absolutely madness speaking about the matchmaking, right? All in all, that's what we have, and that's what we need to be happy about. 1.4 thousand damage, 100 assisting damage. Now the game which I haven't showed you before, right, was the Oyster Bay. I played one game, I did 1.4 thousand. The main reason why this has happened, both of the teams went into the caps. One team went through the one side, other team went through the other side. There is nothing to say and nothing to do. It was just one of those games which is not even worth to mention, right? And all and all, including this bad game which we just had, our performance was 2.1 thousand damage and 200 assisting damage. From the games which you have seen, our performance is significantly better. It's like 2.5 thousand damage and some assisting damage as well, right? So this is worth to highlight. Now, speaking about expectation values for this tank, expectation value has raised quite a bit. Now hear me out. Skill expectation value has raised. How dare you to say it's not that great? Listen, people are grinding new Centurion Action 10, right? That's why I think expectation value has raised for this vehicle. I do not think this tank is worth anything but bad so far. Maybe in the future I will change my mind and I will rate it down to playable level, maybe, or horrible. Currently tank is rated horrible. I just want to make my thoughts correctly. Maybe I will rate it closer to bad if I will play more games with it, but it's still horrible, bad. It's not... It's far away from being good tank, you know? That's what I want to say. Anyways, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, now I have a question for you. Did you notice something new? This is the question. If you are watching till the end, congratulations, you are a champion. But did you notice something new? I got a new graphics card from myself. Wargaming contacted me and said, Skill, do you want to get graphics card? I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I replaced 1080 to... Radeon RX 790 or 7900 XT, right? It is tiny touch better and it is tiny touch upgrade for me, and I was playing with the settings for pretty much quite a bit of time, so I hope everything was looking great and I hope you did not felt big difference, or hopefully the difference was in the positive side when I just said so, right? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Skill is out for today. Peace.